The TAS-1A is considered to be extremely lethal, and the recent events in Vovchansk have further demonstrated its capabilities. But does it have any weaknesses? A dramatic recording showcases the destructive power of Russia's heavy weapon, the TAS-1A, in action. The TAS-1A, nicknamed Solntsepyok, is no ordinary weapon. It is mounted on a modified T-72 tank chassis, offering both armored protection and battlefield mobility across various terrains. Beneath its sturdy frame lies a formidable force: 24 launch tubes for 220mm rockets, specifically designed to fire thermobaric warheads. These thermobaric rockets operate in a terrifying manner. They disperse a cloud of fuel into the air before detonating, sucking up surrounding oxygen and creating intense heat along with a devastating blast wave. The effect is deadly, especially for enemies hiding in bunkers, light armored vehicles, or troops in the open. The resulting explosion appears to roll out like a firestorm, not only obliterating the target area, but also engulfing the surroundings in immense pressure and searing heat. The scene quickly transforms into a vision of hell, offering a stark example of this weapon's destructive power in modern warfare. What is the current situation with the TAS-1A strikes there? Keep your eyes on the story. A recently released recording from an undisclosed location on the front lines of the Russia-Ukraine conflict reveals a chilling glimpse of the escalating battle. In the video, the 220mm TAS-1A thermobaric artillery system is seen being used extensively by Russian forces. The devastating weapon obliterates what appears to be Ukrainian positions, reportedly sheltering in a small industrial settlement believed to be located in the Vovchansk area. This brutal assault comes amid a surge in Russia's large-scale bombing campaign against Ukrainian positions. In recent days, Russia has launched more than 400 drones, along with 77 cruise and ballistic missiles, striking critical targets across several regions, including Lviv, Ternopil, and Rivne. These waves of attacks are not just routine military operations, but part of an increasingly intense pressure strategy aimed at undermining Ukrainian defenses and weakening Western support. On the other hand, Russia appears to be demonstrating significant improvements in logistics and personnel deployment. Moscow is reportedly now able to allocate more troops to the battlefield in Ukraine, strengthening its positions along various front sectors and systematically expanding the scope of its attacks. Since mid-April, the dynamics of the battles on Ukrainian soil have shown significant changes. It is undeniable that Russian forces, slowly but surely, continue to make progress. One of the most notable milestones in this offensive advance is their successful capture of one of the largest lithium deposits in Europe, located near the village of Shevchenko. This is a strategic achievement, not only militarily, but also in terms of geopolitics and future resource control. On the other hand, Ukraine is facing major challenges. The loss of a significant number of personnel from its elite units in the fierce battles around Kursk has dealt a severe blow. Meanwhile, their stockpile of advanced military equipment is running low. Air defense systems such as the Patriot and S-300, which were previously relied upon, have largely been destroyed or rendered inoperable. The same goes for main battle tanks such as the M1A1 Abrams, Leopard 2A6, and T-80, many of which have been reported damaged or abandoned. Amid this situation, the effective coordination between Russian ground forces and their heavy weaponry has been a key factor in putting pressure on Ukrainian defenses. One of the most prominent weapons used in several attacks is the TAS-1A. The presence of the TAS-1A provides a significant psychological and tactical advantage in close-range combat and the destruction of enemy defensive positions. However, behind its fearsome reputation, questions have begun to arise. Has the TAS-1A started to show serious weaknesses on the battlefield? Some rumors and online reports suggest vulnerabilities in the system. Let's take a closer look. Across the internet, numerous videos showcase the devastating power of Russia's TOS-1 thermobaric rocket launcher system. However, behind that spectacular image, a deeper and more critical analysis has emerged from the Defense Express website, summarizing reports from the Telegram channel btvt.info. These reports highlight two major issues that threaten the effectiveness of the TOS-1 and its successor, the TOS-2, on the battlefield in Ukraine. The first problem faced by Russian forces is battlefield communication. The second is the high degree of centralization in the operational management of these weapons. Interestingly, these two issues are closely interconnected and reflect broader structural challenges in Russia's current combat tactics. Communication has become a critical weak point. TOS crews rely on radio stations to maintain contact with Central Command. However, these radio signals are highly vulnerable to electronic warfare, which has become a key tool used by Ukraine and its allies. In many cases, signal interference can render even the most advanced weapon systems blind and inoperable in the midst of combat. Even so, Russia has not remained passive. Their military has been relatively quick to adapt and is actively working to patch these vulnerabilities. One solution being pursued is the use of repeaters, signal amplifiers that help maintain stable communication despite geographical obstacles and enemy interference. This effort demonstrates that the Russian military is fairly adaptive in responding to the ever-evolving demands of the battlefield. Now, with the TOS-2 Tosochka starting to show its capabilities and speculation about the TOS-3 Dragon beginning to circulate, just how far will the development of Russia's thermobaric launcher systems go? Leave your thoughts, and thanks for watching.